and hopefully in future we have the F.A.S.T board will going to collaborate with the NADA India. We will going to take up the one kind of the detoxification course we're going to introduce very soon, but that will be introduced on the November 1st to you all, hopefully. So you will this year you will going to complete the one more protocol. Something is the one organization in the New York that's called as a National Acupuncture Detoxification Association. They started, but in fact this started in the 1965 and then 1967. Later slowly it developed like a one detoxification center. So Linoxin Detoxification Center in the New York, and further Dr. Smith, that is the Dr. Michael Smith, he taken up to the extreme level, but he introduced that is the 5 points protocol. So we can recognize this is the 5 points protocol will be introduced by the Dr. Michael Smith, right? So he from the New York, he have the already center, but through that center he is treating for the de-addiction centers and to treating for the world level to eradicate for the all kinds of the addictions. What are the addictions today these days have? One to be known as the alcohol addiction, the other one is the tobacco nicotine addiction, is the drug addiction, morphine addiction, codeine addiction, opiates addiction, so on. So many addictions, cigarette, smoking addictions, all these addictions need to be eradicated from that association agenda they do have. So through that and some of the points, 5 points protocol, they found it that will be proven, and also across the globe the people are practicing. So for that I wanted to give you as a step by step the points called as the first point to be known as a sympathetic point. The first point to be known as a sympathetic point, where the point is located. You can try to find out where exactly the coccyx region is there. Just superior to the coccyx region the point is located, that to be known as a sympathetic point. I just applied the first point to be known as a sympathetic point. So we just use the sympathetic point. Sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system is indicating the sympathetic, the point to be known as a, which is communicating to the all the nervous system which is connected to the internal organ. Parasympathetic nervous system, craniosacral flow, there is not internal organ directly connected, but whereas in here all the internal organs, how the fu viscera and then in viscera, both are internally connected to the central nervous system, and also spinal cord. Spinal cord from the T1, remember from the T1 to L5 vertebra, all the internal organs are connected. So those connected, these points I just incorporated, that to be known as a sympathetic point, number one, first point. The second point to be known as a, you give me the another needle. Now we just the point to be known as a Shen-Men point. We just add up the point to be known as a Shen-Men point. The third point I told you about the Shen-Men. The third point to be known as a 0 point, kidney point. The third point to be known as a kidney point. The first point is the sympathetic point. Then I told you the SSK. SSK. S is indicating. Yes. The second point is Shah Rukh Khan. Remember, is the Shah Rukh Khan. Shah Rukh Khan is the S is indicating for the Shen-Men. K is indicating for the kidney point. So third point, kidney point, is very emotional. The people are very fear or inferiority or frightening related condition. You just add up the point to be known as a kidney point, is really good to strengthen overall for the emotional related conditions. And further, the fourth point to be treatable for the, which point is the fourth point? London point or the liver point. You just where the Shah Rukh Khan is living. You remember like a London, but here you just apply the point to be known as a the liver point, just superior to the crest of the helix region. You just apply. There are the 2 points you can apply to the liver, the superior first lobe of the liver, second lobe of the liver, or you just apply the 1 point is quite enough. Then further the last point to be known as a the lungs are so the reason to cause the addiction. So therefore you just apply the lung point as well. So there are the how many points you just applied? 5 points need to be activated as per the NADA protocol. Number 1 to be known as a sympathetic parasympathetic point. The second point to be known as a shenmen, to calming the natural sleep. The people take the bahana and then they take the, yes, I don't get the sleep, that's the reason I wanted to take the 90 or the 10, 20, something like that, but they wanted to drink and then sleep to get the induce the natural sleep. But here the NADA protocol says is activating the point to be known as a shenmen is always is good. The third point to be known as the kidney point, to regulate overall the skeletal system and also emotional system. The fourth point to be known as a liver system. Liver is the major detoxification taken place. Whatever alcohol taken excessiveness that will going to use our body, then after that it is the excessiveness that will going to store on the liver system, because liver is the biggest storage organ that will going to store on that region. The further the point to be known as a lungs point. Lungs are the reason to cause for the smoking addictions or the nicotine addiction. So that addiction to be taken place by activating the lung point as well. So therefore there are the numerous information we can give. The person after using these acupuncture points, then the person says the dryness of the mouth, and further he feels that I hate for some condition, or the patient feels the abdominal pain, or the patient feels some kind of the diarrhea or the dysentery or some kind of the bloating. Then you remember it is the points are functioning for him. That's the good sign and symptom for the getting the recovery. So in that way we can continue these points weekly, twice or thrice need to be continued with the intention. Slightly counseling is required to the patient, but good counseling, you just give him how the impact is going to happen, how the family is bothering because of the head of the person is drinking. So in that way we just give the guidelines to them. Obviously the patient he took to his mind, but this is kind of the psychosomatic addiction as well, or the patient feel, yes, I have the, because the smoking addiction, once he sleep then he don't wake up and then he do the smoke. Once he wake up, then he started thinking about that. When he is sleeping, on that time he don't feel the addiction. That's the reason that is a psychological addiction. That means is the brain giving the signal he is awake and I have the stress, I wanted to use it, all are bullshit. But definitely he feel that is the temptation, it's coming, then he will going to take. Otherwise he is not, that the mind is giving the signal that yes, I wanted to use relaxation, that's the reason people will take. But even these days the college children or the school children, they have started marijuana or the heroin or some kind of the addictions today, but really inhalations they are using, or maybe some kind of the they are using, they are placing on the nose and they are using and they are eating the small amount. Even today some kind of the South Africans people also, they are going to bring some kind of the heroin or the marijuana drugs and morphine and pethidine and codeine drugs they are going to bring. Even today also easily schedule H drug. So even today existing in the pharmacy, sometimes they will take it. That however the pharmacy people, they easily don't give these molecules or medicines, because that is a restricted area as per the Drug and Cosmetics Act, that have the prevention not to give this medicine without prescription. In that way still the people as a store steal this and then they are using from the different countries. That also not good. We need to eradicate with this NADA protocol, and hopefully in future we have the F.A.S.T board will going to collaborate with the NADA India. We will going to take up the one kind of the detoxification course will going to introduce very soon, but that will be introduced on the November 1st to you all, hopefully. So you will, this year you will going to complete the one more protocol. Thank you very much. I just find